There's always lots to do. Figured why not?
There's a lot of bracken here. We're walking around the property and we looked at the bracken, we're like, this is a problem. And the reason it's a problem is because of that. We want to keep our pasture so that we can have animals on it. We don't want to lose the grass. So this just kind of happened. We didn't plan it, we just started pulling it up.
Show them how easy it is to pull up. That's it.
Next.
I think this is one of those jobs that we can only handle a little bit at a time. So we've done pretty well though, check it out. It seems like we haven't done much, but we definitely have. Our fingers are sore. But yeah, 1% each time, a little bit at a time until it's all gone and it's something we don't have to deal with.
As much.
As much.
Yeah. This obviously has been neglected for a long time and the root system is strong.
And you can see that it's even growing in the neighbour's side of the property, so it's naturally going to come over here no matter what we do.
It's part of living in Australia, really.
Oh, my back
As a
hurts.
reference as well, it's poisonous to livestock, so...
Not even pigs will help us.
Yeah. Alright, I'm done. Last one.
Woo! So my mum keeps saying how this is something she could never do. She appreciates that we are trying really hard to work the land and to be really sustainable and build things for ourselves, but it's something she would never ever do. It's far too much work, far too hard. And you know what I say to that? You find your battles. You find where you want to put in the work and the effort and all your time. And I know Sam would agree with me when I say this, that this is where we want to work hard. This is where we want to spend all our time, our money, our efforts, because even though it's hard work physically, it's so rewarding. Unlike having to work hard, whether it's mentally or physically in a 9-to-5 job, or, I mean, we are still doing that in a way, we still have our jobs, but eventually this is where we want to be. This is where we want our efforts and our hard work to go, and we can see the rewards every single day with our garden, with our chickens, with our animals, with our property as it grows, and with ourselves.
Next job. Follow me. We have a pump here, but all our water's at the bottom of the hill. So we need to figure out how much piping we need to be able to pump water to the top of the hill, and then from there we can just gravity feed it to wherever we need it to be. So today we're going to measure all that out, and also I might even give it, this pump's not really working too well, so I gotta nut it out a little bit. Too late now. That I didn't even know was here.
We've been living by this mantra for the last few days especially, since we've gotten here. And the idea behind it is that every single day we improve by 1%. Sometimes all we can do is 1%, that means one task, and that's okay. But usually with Sam and I, we're the kinds of people that once we get started, it's really, really hard to stop, and so it builds on and on and on from there. So 1%, we start, and then we keep going.
2% done.
2 tasks.
Well, I don't think the fire hose option is going to be an option.
Why?
Just because the price it's going to cost us to pump up only to the driveway.
It's already a lot.
Yeah, for the fire hose, because the fire hose is like for specific use. I've got research to do.
So Sam and I sat down and we had a bit of a chat about what kind of projects we want to undertake while we're here. And there's 2 structures that we mainly want to build, and both of them need to be temporary, so we need to be able to put them up here while we're at this rental, and then be able to take them out again and take them with us onto our property. So we want to build a chicken run where we can have our small chicken coop sitting inside, and then when we go away for the weekend, when we go camping, our chickens are safe and they're looked after. And then the other structure we want to build is a like a holding pen for animals like pigs, or if we ever do end up getting sheep, then it's a place that we can keep them and train them while they're young, but then also have them when they're sick and we need to look after them. So 2 structures, and now the next step is to get some wood. So we did our measurements, we worked out how much wood we need, and now it's time to order it from Mitre 10. It's going to be super exciting. Okay, so let me put into perspective where we're going to have the chicken coop and the pig pen. So this is our garden, and you can see all of our trees, the chicken coop to the left here, and then our view. So if we come around here, water tank at the back, gardens up here, and we were going to have the chicken coop just down here in one of the most level spots on the property. So this will no longer be our chicken area as it is right now, because this is going to become unmanageable as they grow up, because they're just going to kill the grass. So we want to find a permanent spot for them while we're here, and we think this is going to be it. Having it here as well is going to be really great because we can still have the temporary electric fence, which isn't actually electric anymore, but we can have the temporary fence going out that way or back up this way as we want to manage the grass around this area, because the chickens can help us do that. But then their run or their more permanent coop or their holding is going to be right here in that one spot. The pigs, on the other hand, so we've got another spot underneath the house that is sheltered, that is going to be really easy to maintain, and also has a driveway, which means that we can have the pigs underneath here, underneath the shelter, and then we can have wood chips next to them if that's something we need. But again, this is just a temporary area for them to be in while they are young and they're still getting used to us and getting trained to a bucket, but also when they get sick as they get older, so that we can easily bring them over. All around here is where we're going to want the pigs to either amend the grass or to make sure to keep that tea tree down or any other shrubs and trees that we don't want. Pigs are really good for tilling all of that down, so this is the ideal spot for them.